Well, here's some more birds at the bird feeder. The little black fella you see there is a black-eyed junco. Um, very, very common bird around here. It's probably this one you'll see most in these clips. They're all over the place. First, I thought they were chickadees, but they're not. Hopefully, we'll see a chickadee. It's kind of my favorite of the small birds. The feeder on the left has a block in it. In, at this time, it's called a pepper block. The squirrels don't like the hot peppers, but the birds don't seem to care. So uh, later on, we'll put a suet block in it that's got fruit and nuts in it, and the squirrels go, well, nuts about it. I don't know what the bird in the middle is. That's the first of the unknown species. If anyone knows what the little bird sitting on the railing is, that would be nice. It might actually just be a variety of junco because it kind of looks the same body shape and so on. Look how the junco supports itself with its tail. That bar hanging down from the feeder seems fairly important for the bird's balance. I've got another feeder like this that we'll put up a bit later. In the spring, it doesn't have that piece that comes down at the bottom. It's almost like they're on a conveyor belt. They move in from the right, they take a few seeds and move off to the left. If anybody happens to recognize one of the species that I identify as unknown, please let me know. The second species that I don't know anything about is the one that's upside down on the tube type feeder. And you can see that it's got chevron shaped stripes on its back. I can't really see it well enough to figure out what it is. I've tried looking it up online and using a bird book we have, but uh, nothing. I think it's a kind of wren. That's as close as I can get. It's going to be a little bit easier in the summer when it's brighter and when I can get the camera closer because smartphone cameras were not made for this kind of work. Here comes another one on the conveyor belt. Haven't seemed to be able to recognize any individuals amongst this crew, but a little bit later amongst the flickers we'll see some. There's a better view of that one that I think might be a wren. We've got two of them on the right-hand feeder, along with a junco. Birds that I was expecting to see but haven't are cedar waxwings and Steller's jays. There is a more pale version of that wren-like thing. And here comes another fella that I haven't a clue about. Fairly large bird, purplish on the front, and seems to be persona non grata in this neighborhood. Here comes one of the red-shafted flickers, and there was a good example of of why I think it's a red-shafted. You could definitely see the red underneath the wings. There you go. That block feeder is empty. So very shortly after this, we went and put another block in it. See how they support themselves with the tail. There's a really good shot of that. There's another bird. This looks almost like a flicker as well with the shape of the body, but the coloring is all wrong. There's a bib and it might be just a different member of that same species, or might be a female, or the other one was the female. No bird expert, I don't know. It was a beautiful fellow though, fairly large. Notice how the flicker is actually pecking this time, whereas when the bird was feeding on the tube feeder, it was keeping its head still and just using its tongue. Yeah, definitely flicker. It's a flicker, but whether it's there he goes, same guy. Some more little fellas. Another flicker. Same stance. Grabs hold of it. Oh, and this is why. Okay, there's another one of those. I wonder if it's maybe just a female flicker. But the beak is different. So if anyone knows what that species is, leave a note in the comments, please. I would appreciate that. I love the way the juncos seem to come in off on the enter stage right. And now the pièce de résistance. Darlene posted a still photo of this fella on Facebook the other day. A pileated woodpecker. The bird sounds that you hear are not made by these birds. And he also supports, or she, I'm not sure which, but I'm pretty sure this is a he, supporting himself by his tail. On that board that hangs down. And yes, this has definitely got the new block in it because he's eating from up near the top, whereas that other block was pretty well shot down. And if you look back in this video, or you can remember from back how far down that seed column is now compared to the way it was earlier in this clip. All of these clips were taken on the same day. No, I could be wrong. Some could be on Sunday. There might have been a few early ones from Saturday. I wonder if there's any way that I could put timestamps in this. Don't know. Give it a try. Hard to say what my favorite bird is. This guy's way up there, but I think it's got to be the Steller's jay, and I'm sure hoping we're going to get one in the next little while. So until next time, take care.